You guys can grab a pen and a paper if you like. Hello to everybody who's jumping in. Hello, hello. Thank you guys for watching. We are going to get ready to share 10 ways that you can share big in your business, okay? So again, grab a pen and a paper and let's go ahead and get started. I only have about 30 minutes with you guys. So they told us as elites, okay, you got to keep it simple, keep it straight to the point. So all right, so we're going to go ahead and just dive right in. Feel free to tag in or share this video out to your family or friends, or whoever is your business partners who are interested in learning ways that they can grow in the area of sharing this business in big ways. Okay, so again, 10 ways. We are going to do the acronym and we're going to break down that we are going to go share big. Okay, so comment below. I want to see you guys all say go share big. Okay, so after today's training or after getting these 30 days of all of these amazing tips and suggestions and videos and challenges, we're going to go share big. Okay, so in the bottom, in the comments, again, I want you guys to all say, I'm going to go share big. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Go share big. All right, so let's break down go share big. The G, okay, let's go ahead and jump right in. The G is going to be get out of your own way. All right, by show of hands, how many people feel like they can be their own worst enemy? They can overthink this whole sharing process, and they could kind of like think to themselves like, what if this happens, or what if that happens, or what if I get rejected, or what if this, or all of these things. Get out of your own way. Honestly, you may be the reason why you haven't gone to the next level yet. You may be the reason why you haven't signed a certain number of business partners, because you are afraid. Okay, so we have to be fearless in all of this. So you have to show up to your business every day willing to face rejection. All right, so if you think about it, how many times have you heard no in your lifetime? Quite a bit, right? What is another no? All right, so another no is not going to hurt you. It's not going to break your heart. We have to get out of our own way. And I honestly feel like even for me, a big part, especially when I first started the business, was that I would overthink a lot of things. I really didn't need a whole lot of haters because I was my own biggest hater. I was my own worst critic. So we have to give ourselves grace. We have to understand that we're not going to always hear those yeses, but we got to get out of our own way if we want to see some big things happen in our business. Okay, so your G, of course, before you do anything else, is get out of your own way. Okay, so the O, all right, so we're talking about go share big. All right, your O is going to be open your mouth. Okay, so you could come to all of these trainings. You could sit and watch. I mean, we could spend 24 hours a day watching trainings, learning tips, learning tricks, learning this, learning that. But if you are not ready to open your mouth and talk to some people about the business, you're going to be shortchanging yourself, okay? So you have to open your mouth. You have to connect with people. You have to figure out ways that you can connect with new business partners, okay? So, open your mouth. Reach out, connect with people, maybe use those fingers, whatever it is that you feel like you need to do. I want you to open your mouth, and I want you to be intentional about talking to people about this business. Now, again, below, I want you by show of hands to say if Paparazzi has done anything for you in your life. Have you been able to travel? Have you met new friends? Have you been able to make money, be fabulous, get a discount on all this cute jewelry? Anything that you've been able to do, open your mouth and tell people about it, okay? On your social media pages, you want to constantly be telling people, oh my gosh, guess what? I paid my groceries. I got my groceries paid. I got some gas in my car. My kids' tuition is paid for. Thank you, Paparazzi. I appreciate being a part of this business. It is changing my life. It is doing something for me. And for those who, people I care about in the business, it's doing something for me. So open your mouth. So I want to challenge everybody to write 3 lists today, okay? If you are taking notes, you're going to write down, again, 3 lists on your paper. Your first list is going to be, who do you think would be really good in this business? All right. So think about those people who you say they have great style. They have great charisma, great personality. It's just something about them. They love the jewelry. One of your customers who just cannot get enough of this jewelry. Okay. So again, write a list of 10 people who, they would be really, really good at Paparazzi Accessories. Like, it's just something about them. I think they would be amazing at this business. That's going to be your first list, okay? Your second list is going to be who is on your dream team. And again, you're going to write 10 names for each list, okay? So your second list is your dream team, all right? Who would you love to do paparazzi with? Is it your sister, your cousin, your neighbor, an old friend from high school? You just feel like if I could travel the world with anybody, if I could wear these cute accessories and rock out in business like a boss with this person, I would love it. Put them on another list, okay? And then your last list is going to be those people who you feel like could probably use the business. You don't know if they'll be good at it or not, but they probably could use this business and it could be a blessing to them in some kind of way, okay? So that last list is going to be those stay-at-home moms, maybe a teacher who you know is like getting paid seasonally, or maybe it's someone who you know they posted on their social media they recently lost their job and they may be interested in, finding something else that they want to do. That's going to be your third list. Now, your goal at this point is to reach out to those people and open your mouth and talk to them about paparazzi. Now, what I want to encourage everyone is you want to approach each person totally different, okay? Your friend that you know is single and just loves to travel, you're going to talk to her a lot different than your friend who's a mom of 4 and who, is like juggling a whole lot in her life, okay? So you have to think about what would make that person want to join this business. What can I say to them, or how can I approach them in a way, opening my mouth to talk to them, we're able to appeal to them, in some kind of way, right? So this is one other pro tip, okay? You don't want to just stick with live. Again, let's just have some fun. By show of hands below, how many people kind of hide behind the security of their home? They're live. They just kind of just sit at home. They go live. They turn off that camera, package their jewelry up, and that's it. Okay. I've been talking to people on my Facebook page. Everybody's not on Facebook. Everybody's not on Instagram. It may require you to go book a vending event. It may require you to go book a party. Pack up that jewelry in a cute little display and take it out and meet people where they are. When you get in front of people, you want to be able to talk to them one-on-one and share this business. So I want to tell you guys, when you're doing these vending events or parties, do not just pass out business cards, okay? Your goal is to try to connect with as many people as you can and get their information, okay? So you don't just want to pass out a card like, hey girl, here's my card, connect with me. Now, how many of us get business cards? You toss it in your purse or toss it in the bag that you got it from the person and you never even think about it again. But imagine if you came to my table, right? I'm vending and I say, oh my gosh, you are so fabulous. Let's connect, da-da-da. Here's my business card, but are you also on Facebook? Are you also on Instagram? Is there any other way? Do you have an email where I could connect with you? That way I now have their information and I could connect with them. Another thing you could do is put a box on your table. I've heard one consultant say she puts a sign there that says now hiring. Or, you might have a box there that says, ask me about how you can sell paparazzi too and make some money. Let's say the holidays are coming up for the holiday season. Or let's say you're doing a bridal event and on your box, those boxes where people could kind of fill out the sheets like their name, information, whatever, with a raffle. Let's say you put a Z collection necklace there and say, if you want to enter this raffle, put your information in this box. Or also put your information in this box if, let's say, a bridal event, right? If you want paparazzi to be able to help you pay for your expenses for your wedding. These are all things that you could do because you're now planting that seed. And now that person who's just walking by and thinking the jewelry's so cute, they may say, you know what, actually, I want to figure out how can paparazzi help me pay for this wedding? Because this wedding is expensive. So again, you're always thinking about ways that you can capture that audience. You're hosting a party. You want to book more parties from that party. You are in front of new people. You want to try to get as much information, or like, let's say you're out and about giving out free jewelry. If the person is willing and open to it, hey girl, pull out your phone. I'd love to connect with you. Let me give you my information. Let me, plug that information in, and you want to talk to them. Compliments go far. Giving away free jewelry goes far. But again, you have to open up your mouth and be willing to talk to people in order to get the ball rolling on this recruiting thing, okay? So you got to be fearless. You got to go for those no's. And again, you got to open your mouth, okay? So the next thing we're going to talk about is, and I meant to say this too. Let me rewind just a little bit. I'm trying to fit everything in this little box of time, y'all. Okay, so when you are talking to people, let's do your dream team, okay? You have your 30 people. I want to challenge everyone to talk to their 30 people within the next 2 weeks. If you are a hustler and a boss, maybe you want to do it over the weekend, but you want to be as personal as possible, okay? You want to talk to each person individually, speak from the heart, and we're going to get to that in a second. But I also want you to not just send them messages, okay? Send voice notes, call people on the phone. Typically, if someone can hear your voice and they can hear your energy, it comes off less spammy. Again, we're having fun today. Let me know below who loves to get spam, okay? Do you love spam? Or somebody messages you and says, would you like to get Tupperware every month? Or would you like to try this moisturizer? It's like ignore, delete, put it in the trash bin. Nobody likes spam, okay? So when you are approaching this whole well, I don't like to use the word recruiting. I love to use the word share, okay? Because we just are sharing about what we love and why we think they'll love it, okay? So again, if we don't like to be spam, do not be spammy to others. Do not send out your link to anybody unless you already tell them and they're at the point of signing in the business. Do not overwhelm them with a bunch of information. We're going to get to that in a second. Keep it simple. We'll get to it. But again, shoot from the heart. Be very direct with the person. But again, you want to make sure that when you read that message, it does not come across spammy at all, okay? We want to eliminate the spam and we want to shoot from the heart, okay? So the S is going to be starting with your heart, okay? So again, we're doing the words go, share, big. Your S is going to be start with your heart, because I don't know about you, but you can always kind of hear how a person feels just in how they're talking to you. If they're speaking from their heart, if they're being genuine, if they're just trying to hit a quota, you want to start at that heart space, because if you start there, the person will be able to feel your energy better. And I think that it would translate over to them that you really are sincere about what you're saying to them, okay? A pro tip that I use is anytime I'm talking to someone about the business, I always look at their social media pages first, okay? So especially if this is someone I don't know. Now, if it is someone I know, I'll know it's like, hey, this is my cousin. I know what she's like. I know her personality, her temperament, her this or that. Boom, girl, let's do this business. I think you'd be great because of X, Y, or Z. But let's say you're adding in a suggested friend, or you're in a group and you see somebody, you're like, oh my gosh, I think she would love this business. She has this great personality or whatever. What you should do is go to their social media pages and kind of check out the things that they find interesting, okay? I hate to say this, but our social media pages are, for the most part, a very good window into what we find interesting, okay? So if this is another thing to think about. If your social media page does not right now reflect what you're about or your brand or what you would want someone to know about you, you may want to rework it a little bit, because I don't know about you, but if I'm meeting someone new, the first thing I'm going to do is go to their page and see what they're about. So in the same way, when you're talking to someone about this business opportunity, you want to know what they're about. Do they love to travel? Are they all about their family? Do they, talk about, are they religious? Are they, have they recently lost their job, or have they recently lost a loved one? Or are they really just enthused about some TV show? These are things that you kind of keep in mind when you're talking to the person, because of course you want to know certain trigger points or things that they may find more interesting than the next person. So again, if you're talking to someone who loves to travel, you may want to highlight, did you know that Paparazzi, there are opportunities for you to travel, sometimes even for free? Paparazzi gives us the opportunity to, get free trips. That may be something that you're interested in, because I saw your trip recently and you were traveling to Puerto Rico or wherever it is, and you guys look like you had such a great time. This may be something that you're interested in. In the same way, if you see that someone just said, oh, I just lost my job, I'm so devastated, you could say, hey, did you know Paparazzi has 3 different ways that you can make money? You could do it all from home. It's flexible. You get where I'm going with that. So again, you want to cater it to each person, and you just want to keep in mind what you see. So start there. So start with your heart. Look at their social media account. Do not copy and paste anything, okay? If you are copying and pasting a message, first of all, your messages to people should be no more than like 3 sentences long. I'm guilty of this, guys. When I first started in the business, I was sending people all of this information. Oh, we make a 45% commission. We do this, we do that. Okay, don't leave me hanging. Who else feels like they've done that before? You send somebody like paragraphs worth of information overload. And what happens when people get messages like that? Ignore, delete, scroll past. You know, they're not going to sit and read all of that. So we have to keep it simple, okay? Keep it super simple. You want to share specific to that person. And again, you do not want to copy and paste. If you are copying and pasting, it has to be very short, but you want to say, hey, so-and-so, I think that you will be great for this business. And I always say 3 compliments because you're so stylish. You have a great personality. And I know with those 2 little girls, you know, you have 2 daughters that you're always sharing. They're so beautiful. And I know with kids' expenses, I'm a mom too. And, you know, like we always have stuff to pay for with our kids. So this is just maybe something that you might want to do to like help offset some of those expenses. Just whatever you think. But again, you want to kind of like meet them at that heart space and just kind of give them a couple compliments from the heart, just so that they know that you're speaking directly to them versus one of those like, hey, blank, I'm with Paparazzi Accessories and we make a 45% commission. And No, speak specifically to that person. Do not copy and paste. And again, start with your heart. Again, we are doing go, share, big. Okay. So we are at the H. Okay. So again, start with your heart is the S. The H in share is going to be really hear what they're saying, okay? When you're talking to people, don't just be so busy talking. Give them a chance to listen. Give yourself a chance to really listen to what they're saying. Are they saying that they really want to do the business, but they're afraid? So it's kind of like reading between the lines. Are they saying that they are not interested at all? Are they saying, like, what is it that they're saying without saying? Are they saying, like, because sometimes a no is not really a no. And this is just a fun fact for me. I have over 70 people on my front line, and almost all of them told me no at first. And I mean, I think I'm great. I think the business is fabulous, amazing, everything. But most of the people on my front line, they told me no at first. It's okay if they tell me no, but guess what? I have to hear if that no is a hard pressed, absolutely not, I do want to do this, or if it's a, girl, I would love to do it, but I am not like you. I am not charismatic, or I've never sold a thing before, or I am just too busy. Those are not really no's, okay? So again, you have to kind of have that emotional intelligence to say, is this person really telling me no? Or, is it something else I'm missing here? So again, you want to make sure that you're not like hearing the no as like, okay, no, I'm never going to ask them again. You want to make sure that their no, if it's a no that's kind of like, not really, that you kind of like, make sure that you are listening to hear those cues that they're saying but not saying, okay? So again, hear what they're saying. You want to articulate, so this is your A, articulate or explain to the person what is in it for them. All right, now, I know that everybody's going to feel differently about this, but I personally don't like the whole join my team thing. Now, you could use it sparingly, and you could use it like on posts and things like that. But when you're talking to people about the business directly, I would personally say, focus more on how it could benefit that person, not how it could benefit you. Saying to a person, join my team, is saying, I want you to do something for me. Instead, say to the person, this is how it could benefit you. We will be business partners. We will be doing this together. I want to help you build your own empire. I want to help you achieve all your goals and dreams. I know that you recently said that you want to make more money. Let me help you figure out a strategy on ways that you can accomplish that. If you're going to make it about that person, so who knows about the with them, okay? If you know about the with them, put it below. We're going to talk about that too. But the with them, if you know, is the what's in it for me. All right. All of us, it's great that I want to join your team. It's great that you can hit this rank. It's great that but what's in it for me? Why would I benefit from joining Paparazzi Accessories? That's what you want to focus on. Okay. So with each person, you want to focus on what's in it for that person and how can this business be a blessing for them? Okay. All about them. Think about them. So the whole time you're talking to them about the business, think about them. Keep them specifically in mind and cater it specifically to them, okay? Now, the next is going to be the R. Again, we're in the word share, and the R is going to be remember to keep it simple. So this is something I tell my team. We want to give out lots of kisses. Kiss is just keep it super simple, okay? So when we're talking to people about this business, we need to keep it simple, okay, guys? No long messages, no spammy messages. Keep it simple, straight from the heart. If you are writing a message to someone, 3 sentences or less, okay? Try to keep it like a little paragraph, just straight to the point. Hey, so-and-so, I have been watching you and you are just amazing. I think that you would be great at this business because of X, Y, Z. Let me know your thoughts or if you've ever thought about it. Keep it super simple, okay? So as you are sharing this opportunity with others, sharing big, keep it simple, keep it straight from the heart, keep it super simple, okay? Now, next thing we are doing in the word share is going to be our E, and our E is going to be expect nothing. All right. Remove your expectations from this whole thing, because I think if you go into it with the mindset that, oh, my feelings are hurt, they said they didn't want to do it, or oh, this or oh, that. No, remove your expectations. Now, I must say we want to approach our businesses every day with expectation for good things to happen. We want to wake up every morning and say, you know what? I am manifesting greatness. I am manifesting blessings that's going to come my way. I am going to manifest and I'm going to pray and I'm going to put out good energy that good things will flow to me. Okay, so we're going to do that. But we don't want to go into our sharing with the expectation that everybody we, talk to is going to join, or everybody's going to let us down, or everybody. No, remove your expectations one way or the other. Your goal is to just plant the seed. Now, pop quiz for all my science whizzes out there. How long does it take for a seed to typically grow? When I put a seed in the ground and I cover it with dirt, is it going to bloom a garden of flowers that day? Is it going to, am I going to have a forest worth of trees because I planted a tree? No, it's going to take time. Okay. So maybe someone who you talk to about the business today may not join you for another year. Maybe someone you talk to and plant a seed today, they want to watch you. They want to build up their courage. They want to kind of figure out if they would really fit into the Paparazzi brand. And it may take them 6 months to get up the courage for themselves to finally do it. So you are not planting seeds and everybody you talk to that day, they're going to join. For me, most of the people that I've signed, it took them months before they finally did it. So again, you have to go into it removing your expectations and saying, my goal today is to just share this opportunity. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to speak from the heart, and I am going to do everything I'm learning in this boot camp, all these trainings I'm watching. I'm going to do it with everything I've got in me. I'm going to give my best to this thing, and I'm going to remove my expectations. I'm going to say, you know what? I don't care if I talk to 55 people today about this business. My goal is just to share the business. My goal is not for them all to say yes. If they say no, it's okay. I'm going to follow back up with them, but it's all right. I'm going to remove my expectations and it's going to be all good. Okay. So again, you got to have some tough skin. You got to kind of approach it with the mindset already to win. Okay. You're going to approach it to say, even though I'm planting this seed today, even if it takes 3 years for this person to join, I'm going to still plant my seeds. And I can honestly tell you guys that I've heard so many successful people in this business. I don't want to name drop, but one in particular that comes to mind is a 6-7 figure high up in the business. And she said it took her years. It took her like 3 years before she finally joined Paparazzi. And now she's like high up in the business. So again, you don't want to miss your opportunity to quit the business in a year, to quit in 6 months, to quit in 2 years. And you planted a seed with somebody 3 years ago, and now they're ready to join, and they're going to be the next 6 or 7 figure in Paparazzi. And now you're not even working your business anymore. Now you've given up. It's not for me. I'd rather do. No, stick with this business. You don't know if some of those seeds that you planted a year ago are going to come into fruition today. You don't know. So again, your goal is to just keep working it in excellence and expect nothing. All you're doing is planting those seeds. And again, with the seed, let me know when that seed goes in the ground, it needs water. It needs sunlight. It needs to be nurtured. So how you nurture your seed is by you showing up for your own business, for you being someone that someone would want to join with in the business. Because again, there are so many people who want to be a part of this that you don't want to miss it. Now, this is something that I love to tell people too. Guys, we are on a gold mine of a business, okay? I don't know if you guys have looked around to other businesses that are out there. There is nobody else that's selling $5 accessories that are lead and nickel free. All the necklaces come with a free pair of earrings. There are not any companies that's doing that. So imagine what the people were doing in Facebook, Google, Papa John's, I don't know, whatever businesses are out there. Now, Paparazzi, I could talk to 10 people about Paparazzi, and maybe 4 will have ever heard of it before. If I go to someone and say, have you ever heard of Google? Everybody's heard of Google. Have you ever heard of Mary Kay even? Everybody's pretty much heard of Mary Kay. everybody has not heard about Paparazzi Accessories yet. So you're able to get in on a company to talk to people about this business that not a lot of people know about. So guess what? When we're at year 30 as a company, when we're at year 45 as a company, Avon, for instance, is like 100 years old. Listen, do your research on some of these other companies, right? I've like researched a lot of them. Avon's like over 100 years old. Paparazzi is 10 years old. Would you love to be a part of a company that is a game changer for the industry of jewelry, and you're now able to sign someone or a team of people who are now rocking and soaring in this business? You're going to be you could possibly have the potential to be a multi-millionaire just off of residual income alone, just off of commission checks. So this is not the season for you to sit back and be quiet, because guess what? Somebody like me who's an elite or who's become fearless now, I'm just like you guys, a lot of you guys who was really afraid to do this business at the beginning, but I've grown in fearlessness. And guess what? I'm going to be the one going out here talking to everybody that I can. So don't be so in the background watching it all happen. Jump in there, because you want to be that person that signs the next rock star to Paparazzi Accessories, okay? So you got to become fearless, and you have to just plant those seeds. Don't expect anything. Just show up with your best, and that's all you got to do. Plant those seeds, and remember that you're not going one way or another with it. You're just there to plant the seed and nurture it, okay? Now, we are doing the word big, okay? And after big, we are all done. So again, if you missed anything, go back and watch the replay. We're talking about go share big, okay? Your B is going to be a boss and be a rock star, okay? So again, it's your responsibility to show up and be that person, so that when you're talking to people about the business, they're like, I want to sign with her, she or him, whoever it is that's watching this. I want to sign. They are amazing. They're always showing up. They are doing. So real quickly, right? You guys comment below. Share some qualities of what you feel like a boss or a rock star is, okay? You tell me, in your opinion, what do you feel like a rock star is? In paparazzi, what do you feel like a boss is? Are they consistent? Are they dedicated? Are they fearless? Are they willing to go the extra mile? Tell me. So comment below. I want to hear all about it, because that's what you want to show up as in your business, okay? You want to be a boss. You want to be a rock star, and you want everyone to say, I want to be a part of that. I want to sign with her or him, because they are doing all the things, okay? If you are willing to show up with those qualities, I promise you, it's going to be a lot easier for you to continue to build your empire, okay? So again, we're seeing consistent, showing up and showing out, dedicated, fearless. That is what rock stars are, okay? So as you show up with those qualities, that is what I think the energy that you'll draw back to you, because you're already showing up with that energy yourself. A pro tip that I would say when you're going live, try to show up all the time like a boss. You don't want to be that person that just rolls out of bed and hits the live button. You want to show up almost a family photo ready, okay? You want to you don't have to wear makeup. You don't have to, get glammed up necessarily, but show up with what your best is. Put some energy into the way that you're looking, okay? You might want to plan out your outfits a little better. Be a little bit more organized. You want somebody, if they're scrolling social media, that they want to stop and see what you're talking about. If they're at a vending event, they want to stop and see what's going on at this table over here. Okay, so again, start thinking like a boss. If you want to be elite in this company, think like an elite. Show up like an elite. Show up like a top seller of this company. Show up like a boss of an empire team. If you show up like that, I promise you, that's the energy that's going to come to you, all right? So again, show up like a boss every single time you hit that live button, every single time you host a party, every single time you do an event. Show up like a boss and a rock star. Be what you want to draw to you. If you want success to draw to you, you have to show up looking like success. You cannot show up looking like you just rolled out of bed and expect for success to come falling in your lap, okay? You got to show up like what you want to draw, okay? What you want to draw to you. All right, so, this is another thing. I want everybody to be honest with yourself right now too. Would you sign with you, okay? So, of course, you sign with your sponsor, or you had your journey, but would you sign with you? Are you somebody who you feel like is credible as someone who shows up for their business, who exhibits rock star qualities? Are you someone who's selling in different ways? Are you getting creative in your business? Do you have confidence? Are you showing up like a boss? So again, think like to yourself right now, or if you want to jot down some notes, am I showing up like a boss? If not, that's where you want to tweak in your business to make sure that you are showing up like that boss and a rock star. And again, it'll be easier for you to like sign those rock stars in return. All right, your I and go share big is going to be intentional about following up with people, okay? So again, you cannot just plant the seed. Okay, they told me no, that's it. What you want to do is in your notes in your phone, in a notebook, however you want to do it, you want to make sure that you have a list of people who you're talking to about this business and what they said next to it. Okay, I talked to Shayla on August 21st. She says she'll think about it, but she's not sure because she has a lot going on right now. All right, I talked to Miriam. I talked to her on such and such a day. She says she's actually really excited about joining, but she, will follow back up with me next Friday, make a note. So again, you want to have your list going of all the people that you're talking to about the business, what they say, and that will remind you when you're talking to them what happened in the last conversation. I have a list right now of all the people that I talked to about the business, and some of them are no, absolutely not, and then some of them are like maybe, or she's thinking about it, or I'll follow back up with her in 2 more months. Your follow-up game has to be strong in this business, okay? You cannot just plant a seed and just kind of leave the seed hanging. You got to follow back up with that person and say, you know what? Hey, and this is what I'll do. Hey, girl, I know I talked to you 6 months ago about the business, but I still have been watching your page and I still think you would be amazing at paparazzi. Have you thought about it anymore? Let me know your thoughts because I still think you would be great at this. And I know that you would soar straight to the top. Keep it simple, something like that. Someone's life from January to December could look totally different. I've had people that I talked to about the business, let's say January 2019, they told me no. I follow back up with them January 2020 or 2021. I don't know what year I said before, but like a year later. And they say, you know what, when you asked me last time, it was a terrible time. I had so much going on. But actually right now, I would love to do paparazzi. Like I could use the extra income. So again, follow back up and be intentional about your follow up with people, okay? And then finally, your G is going to be give your best daily. And as a follow up G, I want to give you guys, for those of you who are faith driven or, love God or whatever, give it to God. All right. So those are going to be your dual G's. It's going to be give your best daily and give it to God. There are some things that we can control and there are some things that we cannot. But if we are giving our best every single day, if we are showing up with intentionality, with seeking information. So again, the fact that you guys are even here watching this training says that you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to kind of step out of your comfort zone a little bit. So again, you want to show up and give your best. But then you also want to just give it to God. If you are a person of faith, you know that you just want to pray and say, you know what, God, I'm going to show up to this business and I'm going to do everything I can to, plant these seeds, to nurture these seeds, to grow my empire. I'm going to be intentional about all these things. If it means that you want to put sticky notes around your house or in your bathroom or in your car that say, reminding you of your why, reminding you of your goals, reminding you of what you need to do that day. You're turning off the music. You're listening to podcasts that's going to fill your spirit with boss energy. You're going to watch these trains. You're going to do all the things that you know are to do. You're going to commit to success. You're not going to quit. You're not going to give up. You're going to show up with everything that you've got. Guess what? You're going to have to give it to God. You're going to have to just let your hands off of it to say, there are some things I can control and some things I can't. But what I can control is showing up with my best every day. And after that, I have to let God do the rest. So that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'm over my time. I don't know what time it is. I tried to set a reminder in there, but it didn't go off. So I'm pretty sure I'm at the end of my time. But again, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and get off. I was going to do like a Q&A at the end, but feel free to message me after the video if you have any questions. And I look forward to connecting with you guys soon. Again, it's the end of the month. We finished this 30-day challenge in excellence. Congratulations. Give you guys a round of applause. And again, go out here and go share big. Okay, you have 30 people that you need to talk to about this business. I can pretty much guarantee you If you followed my tips, of the 30, you probably may get 2 or 3 that actually want to join this business, that are actually excited and may even say, hey, send me the information. I'd love to know more about it, okay? So again, I want you guys to be intentional about your attraction marketing. Tell people about what this business is doing for you. Do not be afraid to open up your mouth, and again, go share big, all right? I'm proud of you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys soar in your businesses. Have a great day. I'll see you all soon. Bye.